This is going to be a live talk through of my front lever and planche training. I like to start off my training with a nice handstand hold. Nothing too high intensity. I'm not going for like a max hold or anything like that. I'm mostly just trying to get a feel for my body weight before I get started with anything else. And I do warm up before this, but this is like the first kind of skill that I do for the day. I also sometimes go for a handstand push-up attempt. This is not something that I work on too much. This is more of just a gauge to see where I'm at. I also like to do a low effort advanced tuck hold just to see what that feels like. So the idea behind these is just to feel the entire range of motion for a front lever, but since I can't do a full front lever, advanced tuck is what I go for. The idea is very similar with the planche lean, dynamic planche lean. Just feeling for a nice lean forward and, pushing back up. Just looking to get some good protraction. Set number 2, not too bad. Coming down all the way. Sometimes what'll happen is, you come down and hips are a little high or a little low, and in both scenarios, it makes the movement either harder or easier. Dynamic planche lean. Yeah, it's really good to do these to feel a nice lean forward, and it's also good conditioning for the elbows. Yeah, not too bad. Could definitely go for some more lean as I get more used to this. Last set. Still coming down okay. Let's see. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, one of the biggest problems I have with this movement is stopping a little bit too high. It's just a bad habit because you're trying to save your strength. Wow, that was tough. Last set of dynamic planche lean. Really not too bad on these. I should really push to get my hands at my waist level just to make the intensity a little bit harder. So next up, I like to do just advanced tuck front lever holds. At this point, I'm pretty tired from doing the raises, so this is just a good gauge to see where I'm at. Planche lean. Yeah, hands aren't quite at hip level, but I find that this is the proper distance for me to lean where the intensity is like right where it needs to be to hit all 10 seconds. Set number 2, hips are high on this one, just a little bit. You can see I'm getting pretty tired. It's pretty normal at this point in the workout. Planche lean looks pretty good still. The protraction is still there. Yeah, not bad. Alright, last set of advanced tuck front lever hold. Hips are high, just tired. I don't have anything else to say about that. Last set of planche lean. The main thing here is just to keep the protraction as I lean more forward. I think that's the biggest weakness in a lot of planche training is the protraction. So next we have the basic exercises. With this one, I like to use about 40 pounds because I find that to be the most suitable weight to get this amount of reps. That's a 25-pound plate and a 15-pound plate. Yes, they look deceiving, but yes, it's only 40 pounds. I also like to do these wall pike push-ups. So these really humbled me once I incorporated them. I did elevated pike push-ups for a while, and I thought that these would be very doable, but as you can see, I can only get about 4 reps, and they're pretty difficult reps too. Second set of weighted pull-ups. Really flying through these reps. I think it's probably time to up these to about maybe 7 reps, maybe 8 reps on the first set. Really not struggling too much with these. Yeah, pretty good. Next set of the wall pike push-ups. Pretty tough. Yeah, you can see that I'm coming down and really struggling on the way back up, but that's what we want with these kind of exercises, to really push the body to, work a little harder. Last set of pull-ups. Again, really not too hard. I think I can definitely push this to maybe 7 at the most. But, yeah, nothing else to say here, just solid reps. I think on this one I only managed about 3 reps. And that's just because I don't want to push things so far to where the form completely breaks down. Yeah, you can see that second rep was a lot of struggle. And I'm pushing back now as opposed to directly back up. L-sit pull-ups. So I like to do L-sit pull-ups because there's, you can't use momentum to pull yourself up. You have to maintain that L shape and really pull yourself up, as opposed to, having a slight swinging motion. So it's just good to have locked in technique. So that's why I like doing L-sit pull-ups. Here are my pseudo planche push-ups. I know I'm not fully lean forward to where my hands are at my wrists. I mean, my wrists are at my hips, but I'm really maintaining that straight body, and just at least there's some lean forward. And I find this to be challenging enough to get the proper stimulation in the front delt. I'm also focusing on keeping that protraction at the top of the rep. Here's the second set of L-sit pull-ups. Still focusing on maintaining that nice L shape. That really puts a burden on the hip flexors after a few reps. And I think that muscle is, honestly very undertrained in my training, so it's good that it at least gets some stimulation in the L-sit pull-ups. Second set of pseudo planche push-ups. Getting that lean forward. I think I do have a slight oscillation where I'm leaning a little more far forward at the bottom than I am at the top, but I think that's something I can fix over time. It's probably a strength issue, so I'm not too worried about it. Overall, I think these reps are going to be, at least helpful. Last set of L-sit pull-ups. I think I managed 6 reps here, 7 reps. I think it's 7 reps. Yeah, at this point my hip flexors are dying. I can really feel it. I think they honestly get more tired than my back. Okay, last set of pseudo planche push-ups. My dog's messing around there, begging for attention. Only 6 reps here. I think I can manage 7 in the next training session. At this point I am pretty gassed though. So that's it. That is my training for March 18th, 2024. This is what my typical training day will look like. I'm focusing on getting my front lever and planche basics down. So I'm not really doing any tuck planche attempts or anything like that. It's mostly conditioning at this point, really building that solid base of strength.